Hello, everybody. This is, we're gonna need another Timmy here, and I was just dropping this in before the episode today to ask if y'all could help out a friend of the show, a former guest, our good friend V, who is on some hard times right now. So she launched a GoFundMe to help her before she is evicted next month from her living situation. So if you want, just go into the description of the episode and there's a link to the GoFundMe and check it out. Also, if you haven't and you're new to the show, check out episode 7 with V, where we have a really good time talking about the Golden Child. Yeah, so check out the GoFundMe. If you can't donate, if you're hard on money, just share the link, share it around. As of right now, which is the 17th, she's already almost halfway through the goal, but anything will help. So go ahead and do that for us. Check out V's episode, and also I hope you enjoy this week's episode with Bree. Thank you, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, thanks.
Get it, Goofy.
I can't wait for Mambo number 6.
Oh. What happened to the first 4 Mambos?
We'll still
Where are they?
We'll never get here.
This is what we need to get to the bottom of.
Yeah.
They're a result of the Bermuda Triangle probably taking them out of existence.
Well, that's only 3. That's only 3 though, Ben. A triangle. It's 3 points.
Oh no.
Where's the 4th?
Yeah.
Where's the Bermuda Square?
Where's the 4th meal?
Where's Amelia Earhart?
She took Mambo number 4 to her grave.
Is she related to Barack Obama?
Honeys, we're home.
Hello, and welcome to Sinclarity, a Dinosaur's Tale. Today is episode 12, and this is me, your host. We're gonna need another Timmy, along with my co-host.
Hey, I'm Ben Hand Up Me.
Ben Hand Up Me. And today, which episode are we doing today, Ben?
Oh, today we're going to be doing the episode, Season 2, Episode 4, Charlene's Tale, which was released October 9th, 1991.
Yes, and today we have a very special guest with us. I don't...
Drum roll, please.
Yeah. I don't remember if we gave...
Briannosaurus.
What's that?
All right,
Yeah, we have the Briannosaurus Rex with us in the studio, in the virtual studio.
Or if you listen to our
hangout studio,
if you listen to our bonus episode, it was B Rex. B Rex.
The B-Rex. I mean, that makes sense to our loyalists, our loyal fans. We're going to install some of our loyalist fans at the Pentagon.
So yeah, welcome to the show, Bree.
Hello. That's all I've said.
So, interesting fun fact about this episode is this is a re-recording of the episode because of technical difficulties.
Yeah.
So... if we're not funny, it's because we already made that deal with the devil. We already sold that juice. And this is just, we're just here to do what we can to make up for it.
Yeah.
Listen,
and to
everything
recapture
that comes
the magic.
out of our mouths is funny, period. Thank you. Don't doubt yourself.
Yeah, full stop. Everything we say is funny.
You got to come in with confidence, baby.
Yeah. So, like we usually like to do with our guests, we usually like to bring up dinosaurs and the context of it within your life. So, Bree, what kind of interaction did you have with the show, if you ever did have interaction with the show?
Well, this came out 5 years before I was born, so
So did I.
None. And really, I wasn't even like that familiar that it existed until Ben started like posting obsessively about it, and I was like, huh.
Well, cool.
But I fucking love dinosaurs in general. I wanted to be a paleontologist when I was a kid, so this is so real. Such realistic dinosaur depictions.
Me too.
Very into it.
Yeah.
You can't get more real than puppets. That's just my opinion on things.
Do puppets imitate life, or does life imitate puppets?
Are we puppets or are we dancers?
Oh my God.
Exactly. And and I think this is a really like awkward and funny episode for you to watch as your like first episode.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Yeah. So
It's,
Ben, what kind of info you got about this episode?
This is the boobs episode. It's,
I think of it as the butt episode too.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's the TNA with the dinosaur. It's like that mosquito that had the dinosaur TNA trapped in it in the amber.
TNA, baby.
In Jurassic Park.
Total non-stop action.
It's your ass thick park. Yeah, that's what it was.
Your ass
thick park. This episode is written by Dava Saville or whatever, who was her first episode was the Golden Child episode that V was on with us, and then this is her second episode with dinosaurs, and now she essentially just writes whatever show Raven Simone is on. So
follows her around.
So maybe it just follows Raven around. That's so Dava. And like and this one's directed by Tom Trubovic, who his last name is all consonants. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's not my fault. But this is the third episode he wrote for this season. It's like a fifth that he's written for the series so far. So he's like a main director.
So I was kind of looking into like his filmography, and because I swear I thought I saw his name in the credits for the Muppets sitcom on ABC, but I don't think it's the same person.
That's
I
interesting.
feel like it would track though, like similar crowds.
Yeah, well,
we have to.
It's because Bill Beretta, who works on this show, is also he was like the executive producer and a puppeteer for.
Yeah, he was in Earl's body. That's Bill's job in this show.
Yeah,
he's inside Earl. He has to do all the dancing and falling down and getting back up that Earl does, which seems like a lot.
God, I wish that was me. I think he. I think he plays. I think he does the voice for Pepe the prawn.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
think so.
I just like the guy inside Fran's body hits on Fran in this episode as the voice of Maurice.
Oh,
so that's
looking
a good
good,
part.
me.
So this episode is Charlene notices that the other females, she calls them females, are getting their tails before her. So while Fran tries to teach her that a beautiful body doesn't make a beautiful mind, Charlene thinks of quick fixes, and the males in the house tease her. That's the summary I wrote down from some website, I'm sure.
Oh God!
So it's like a really awkward coming of age episode, like,
or as we learned in our Simpsons bonus episode when Zach called it jizzing of age.
Oh my God! Nutting.
He
of
said
age.
that's what I was gonna. He said that's what I was gonna write. Like call my memoirs.
Oh Lord!
yeah. So
not all memoirs.
I guess we could get into the episode then, huh?
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, if you just don't want to like take it out on a date or buy dinner first,
No.
Get right in there. This is gonna be a sexy episode.
Oh my God.
Every
This
time I think
episode's
about
fucked up.
Maurice.
Yeah.
Every time I think, some call him the gangster of love. Some people call him Maurice.
Stop!
God damn it.
Okay, so Tim, this is one of Bree's favorite posts by mine ever is when like, yeah, of course some guy named Maurice thinks that he's like a gangster of love or whatever it is. Calls himself
This
a smoker
clown
and a
named
joker.
Maurice thinks he's all this shit.
Do you think that's why they named the character Maurice?
I fucking
Maybe they
hope
thought
so.
he was a fucking gangster of love.
That would be funny.
I'd like to point out that in the Kids Bop version of Nelly Dilemma, like they keep the line where he says "That's so gangsta," which I think is really funny for a kid.
A child singing it, yeah. Listen, I thought
I got special ways to thank ya.
I thought you were going to say that Kids Bop covered the Joker for a second. And I was about to lose my mind.
Yeah,
they never go back in time. They never go back and do like old
retro kids
no,
Bop
actually,
retro.
I think this is like similar to the Kids Bop Kids, but like on that MTV thing I was telling Ben about yesterday, it's called Noodle Television and it's like Kids MTV, but they do like crisscross omega, jump, and they did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and they did fucking Can't Touch This.
Okay, but a kid's version of jump should be like jump, unless you're next to a swimming pool. Like,
oh, but no, they go
jump,
Kids
jump,
Bop
but
will
not
make
in the
you.
hallway. Kids Bop will make you jump.
That was one of my first like exposures to fucking Crisscross. Was they had a Disney version with Mickey.
Oh,
that's
just
hilarious.
like the Disney version of Mambo Number 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god,
just like that long.
Do they just list the princesses or something?
No, it's like a little bit of
bit of Jasmine.
It's Daisy and like Minnie.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's not the princess.
That's still a song. Like now he's just fucking all the Disney characters.
Oh my god. I don't think
a little bit of Goofy on my. I don't
get it, Goofy.
I can't wait for Mambo number 6.
Oh.
What happened to the first 4 Mambos?
We'll still.
Where are they?
We'll never get.
And this is what we need to get to the bottom of.
Yeah.
They're a result of the Bermuda Triangle probably taking them out of existence.
Well, that's only 3. That's only 3 though, Ben. A triangle is 3 points.
Oh no.
Where's the 4th?
Yeah.
Where's the Bermuda Square?
Where's the 4th meal?
Where's Amelia Earhart?
She took Mambo Number 4 to her grave.
Is she related to Barack Obama?
I imagine Mambo Number 4 is all about like little bit Amelia Earhart in my life.
You know what? I realize we talk a lot about Travis Barker on this podcast, but we should probably watch our mouth because he survived a plane crash, so he could take us.
Hell yeah. I hope he fights me.
I always forget that.
He's like he has a legit phobia, right?
I mean, like, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I'm pretty sure it's like traumatized him for life.
Understandable.
Well, yeah, he survived a plane crash. Like nobody does that. He didn't have Sully landing it in the lake for him. Like it was. Yeah.
My dad survived a plane crash. It was like a single plane, or it was like a 2-person plane, but.
Whoa.
He was just taking all these selfies with like his face bleeding and sent them to me. He
my
was like,
Why?
And that's why. That's actually why he crashed. I thought you were saying that's why he crashed. He was taking selfies while flying a plane.
Could have been.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's my self-absorbed father.
You know who else?
So anyway, who survived the plane crash? George W. Bush twice into the towers.
Travis
into
the Bush. All right.
That's why Travis Barker survived. He's already had to do it for Bush.
Oh my god!
All right, let's get this started.
Yeah, let's get.
Remember when we said we're gonna be focused? That was so fun.
My last brain cell.
Yeah. So the episode opens and the family is around the TV and they are watching Good Morning Pangea, and the
I mean, it's the family. It's just baby and Fran.
Yeah. But... That baby's stoked on the weather, though. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like, is Kermit the weather? Does the guy who played Kermit ever go onto this show?
No.
Wasn't Jim? Oh wait, Jim Henson's dead, so it wasn't Jim Henson.
I don't think so.
I was gonna say Jim Henson was Kermit. I think. Before.
Yeah, wasn't it?
I think.
Then was it Frank Oz after that?
I believe so.
Yeah. No, it's not the Kermit guy, but it might be the new Kermit guy. I'm not 100% sure who
Kermit
plays
2.0.
I gotta point out that Stuart Pankin, the voice of Earl, was not in the show Parenthood that Tim thought he was in.
Oh, really?
We talked a lot about Parenthood yesterday.
I used that fact yesterday, then looked it up, was like, no, he was not in there.
Nope.
Oh, my bad.
Talked about my love for May Whitman,
excited.
Well,
yeah.
Show.
Egg.
Yeah. Anyway, this is
so baby's watching TV.
Yeah, they're watching TV, and this is another mention of Godzilla, because Godzilla's going to be a special guest on the show.
Yeah, it's confusing to me because I remember thinking maybe Godzilla was their god, since they talk about religion a little bit in a few episodes.
Yeah, but he's not.
But he's just a Hollywood actor.
I feel like if God showed up on a talk show, it's like, sup?
It'd be Ellen.
Oh my god.
He shows up, dances, helps her yell at her
So,
staff.
yeah, that
whatever.
would make sense because she's pure fucking evil. Like God.
He's like, it's been a while since I've seen you, Lucifer. You've got a new gig, I
Oh
see.
god.
Yeah, it's Ellen Morningstar. That's the name of her. So
Anyway, like the first time I saw Ellen was at Disney World, so this all
Okay.
adds up.
I could go on a side
What?
note about that fucking. Was it the ride with Bill Nye and the dinosaurs?
Yeah.
That was my shit when I was a kid because I didn't know Ellen was evil and she was kind of like my queer icon. And she would do this thing where she was like, "Oh, I love you in the back with the hair." And I had like short hair, and I would always turn to my mom and be like, "She's talking to me."
it's me.
My evil icon, my evil icon.
They just
So-
recently closed that ride. So
I am pissed.
I didn't even I had no idea anyone else knew what I was talking about when I was gonna say
Oh.
that.
No, that ride was
come
my
on.
shit. And it's dinosaurs.
I've only been there
they
once.
started off with fucking dinosaurs.
we
Yeah.
all love Epcot here. Come on.
Big
Epcot
Epcot
ball.
crew.
So
So
yeah,
so Godzilla is on TV. This made me confused because I was like, is he like in documentaries about himself? Is that what our Godzilla movies are?
also
shit.
Because like
technically
they make him fight someone to the death on every movie he's in.
technically he would be like taller than everyone else unless they're talking about the guy in the Godzilla suit.
So it's very confusing. Well, yeah, maybe a shot. Well, the thing is, he like knocks over the building halfway when he gets there. So like, oh, he's here. So he must be giant
Yeah.
or clumsy. Maybe he's just clumsy.
Yeah, maybe he's like Gary's height. Maybe.
Oh, Gary. We love Gary.
But because of this, we know that it's Wednesday, September 20th, 60,000,003 BC at 7:02 a.m. when they're watching
Yeah,
this.
and then we get
to see Dr. Doug.
they go to the weather report, and it's just like it's all awful and Pangea.
They're like, if you have family members over here where all these volcanoes are, just kiss them goodbye. But he's like, yay!
Yeah.
Yes!
He says something about like blowing open the Tigris Euphrates Valley.
yeah.
And then when we first recorded this episode, I went on a long rant about the Mesopotamian marshes. And I'm not going to if you want to learn about them, Google it, because I'm not going to do it again. If you
I
want to
was
learn
gonna say,
about
I'm waiting
like,
for Ben's science rant, but it's not happening again.
it's I want to do the main point is that Saddam drained the fuck out of the marshes to try to get just to deal with some marsh Arabs that lived there apparently, and then the invasion of Iraq didn't help much, and then it's like, but now it's pretty much it's almost full size again, and but it's unlivable for wildlife. So that we pretty much it's apparently the biggest ecological disaster, second to like the
shit.
rainforest.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure
it's
the
wild.
only person that benefited from Desert Storm was Dick Cheney. So
Who's related to the Bushes, actually.
yeah, God damn it, it does. It does.
God, I could use shot to the face too. Anyway, just thinking about good old Dick.
So yeah,
God.
from here, Earl enters the room and he comes in with like, are they trying to like? I know Earl doesn't really have catchphrases, but his whole like, "Hello, my loving family," or "My family that
No,
loves
it's
me."
my family who loves
Yeah.
me. Yeah,
Even
He
in
does
that
it twice
episode,
in
he
this
says it a couple
episode.
times. That's kind of a
Yeah.
catchphrase.
yeah. I'm gonna start referencing it and see if nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. Woody has like a catchphrase that he references from the show that nobody knows. Something about eating his boss or whatever.
Yeah, but I love it because he comes into the room and Baby immediately starts calling him not the mama, and Earl's just like, he's like, all right, this ends right now.
I mean, is that the first time that the baby says like "dada" or "daddy" or anything? No, he says it before.
He does it a couple times. It's just rare.
Yeah.
He has to
Yeah.
really work for it. Like this baby is like putting on a lot of Brad energy.
Yeah, he's just being,
Respect.
And he's like, just call me daddy.
yeah, he like Earl's like begging with him. He's like, I am Dada, and he just keeps saying not the mama.
Yeah, he starts chanting it, and Earl gets excited and goes to tell Fran, but then he does this whole like, not the mama.
I was gonna say that
Lucy
little song.
thing.
I was jamming a little bit.
He's a regular musician.
Yeah, and then Charlene comes into the scene, and she's very upset. She doesn't want to leave the house. And I love the interaction with Charlene with the baby, where she's just like, kiss the baby. And she's just like, shut up.
I didn't notice this the first time, but she's straight up just throwing food at the baby while she's talking to her family. Charlene is just like chucking lumps of bread at the baby's face.
Yeah.
That's fucking
And
hilarious.
I like when the baby's just like, yes, ma'am. Like, he just shuts up.
Told you, Brad energy. Just needed a real man like Charlene to come in the room. That's all that was needed.
Yeah, and then fucking Robbie rats her out because
she's in a bad mood, doesn't want to go to school, but won't tell them why.
Yeah.
And Robbie comes in to call her Stump because her tail's shorter than all the other girls' tails.
I brought this up the first time, but it's so fucking true. Like, if my brother was commenting on my body, like, and sexual, quote-unquote, parts of me, I would kick his ass.
What are you doing, step bro?
I'd be, really grossed out. My mom would probably kick his ass first, and then I would follow that. And the fact that the parents have no reaction except, oh, don't kill each other, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Charlene's, like, eating him.
Yeah, and if we
Slobber on his neck.
If we learned anything from the episode with Woody, it's that Charlene is a crazy meat eater, so she will eat her brother.
Doesn't give a
She will
fuck.
literally eat her
Yeah,
brother.
she does not care.
Yeah. She's a badass. I put in my notes, it says one big room full of bad dinos.
That always applies.
Mortality really is a joke in this show. Like, I think it's possibly related to the fact that we knew dinosaurs all die.
Yeah.
Sorry if I ruined anybody's.
Wait, what? No spoilers.
It's okay.
There's no Dino Santa?
It's okay, Ben. Everyone tells us they don't want to listen to the show because they can't watch along, but so they'll never know what actually happens in the show.
Yeah, they'll never know. These dinosaurs could still be alive. I wonder how they would do a reboot if they were to do a reboot.
I would love it so much.
But we're going to be... If they do a reboot, we're a shoo-in. We're going to be writers. For sure.
Yeah.
We're going to submit our podcast as... Like, we're going to be like, we made the show Bible. Like,
It should be...
like...
Yeah, that's what it should be. It should be a prequel, and it should be about...
Boo.
It should be about...
No, I'm into this. Keep
Yeah.
going.
It should be about... Yeah, this is my pitch. This is
How Earl and the mom met?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Exactly.
Hold on, wait.
Bored.
Before you start, Tim, I'm a Hollywood exec. I work for the Muppets. Give me your pitch. All right.
Well, first of all,
So,
I love...
here today, you're here to pitch something to me,
Yeah,
right?
well, first of all, I just want to say I love your boss, Mr. Kermit. He's my favorite. And,
He is.
Oh, yeah, it's
Miss Piggy's the real
you know.
boss. Let's be real.
yeah, hashtag girl boss.
Oh god.
Yeah, hold on. Let me redo my intro. Hi, yeah. Welcome to my office.
Yeah, so hear me out. So we got right. We got dinosaurs, right? You guys got dinosaurs.
Okay, yeah.
Earl.
Okay, yeah. We own the property dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So let's go.
So Earl, the father of dinosaurs, right? He
Yeah.
is a young boy who is.
Hold on. Let me do this line of cocaine. Real quick.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
Should I pull my
Ideas
pants
sound a
down,
lot
or
better
should
now.
I keep my pants up?
Keep your pants up for, until further notice. Keep going.
Okay. So Earl is a young dinosaur, and he's growing up, and he is like the first dinosaur to get married and to settle down and build a home. And he
can take my wife.
him
for
and
sure.
him and his wife Fran are like a struggling family, and and it builds up all the way till let's say the birth of Robbie.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, get the fuck out of my office.
You're not even gonna ask to put the pants down. You're not gonna try that strategy.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, kid. Get back here.
No, you know what?
I love the stuff. I love
you
it.
know, now we're just an Eminem skit.
Oh gosh.
So yeah.
So yeah. Let's get scene. So
And
let's get back
scene.
to the podcast.
And
Just experimenting with the form of it.
so Charlene immediately Earl is very like upset. Like you can tell, like he does not like Charlene talking about her tail and like all that kind of stuff. And he
wants her to be a kid forever.
Yeah, he's basically in denial. And they talk about how that's all the boys care about is her tail size, and
they go to that little like TV bit where they're like, Dinosaur Sports Illustrated, the tail issue.
Yeah. And that's what
even the baby, I noticed is the baby's like staring at the screen, like clapping along.
Yeah,
like,
that's pervy baby. I was also hoping Robbie was gayer than this. It upset me.
No, it's baby's non-binary. It's a canon.
Baby is bi as fuck.
And because he eats his tail. And
he's an Ouroboros.
Yeah, and I love when Ethel comes in and she's like watching the TV. She's like, real tails don't look like that. They don't stand up straight.
Yup. And she's like, listen, you're just gonna get old like me, and just flashes everyone by showing her tail. Like, just flashes her whole family.
Earl is so mean. Like, you should, like, if anybody flashes anyone, you're supposed to act happy about it, I think.
Yeah, he's just like...
But if your mother-in-law flashes you, I'd be like, I gotta go.
I mean, it depends on who I'm dating.
Shit, okay. He needs to pull a Maurice and start hitting on his wife's mom.
Yeah. Mrs. S.
Yeah. He's just like,
her last name is Phillips. Mrs. P.
He just insists that she puts that thing away. And,
yeah, put that thing back where it came from, or so.
And like, I like how Earl, he's like so concerned. He's just like, she's just a kid. He's like, how old is she? Like 7?
7 forever.
So in this episode, she's just a kid, but in the first episode, he's like, they're 12 and 14. They're already the people they're going to be. Like,
he just completely forgot their age. I'd like to think that she's going to be like 30 one day and like married. And he's going to be like, what is she, 7?
The episode when he was supposed to fight Gary, he's even like, when Charlene comes in, he's like, oh yeah, I have another kid.
Yeah.
He's just like, he also mentions raising his kids. He said, well, I didn't really raise them. I just watched them with interest. So he's a man.
Very much so.
So
after that, we go to work. Earl's at work with Roy. And
it's lunchtime.
Yeah.
Roy's being a total creep.
Yeah, this was like the most disappointing character flaw.
This was my first impression of Roy, and I'm not impressed.
No Roy joy in this episode. He's just like dino calling all these coworkers and being gross about Earl's preteen daughter.
Yeah, oh, God. It's really uncomfortable.
Like, that girl I'm hitting on would look just like your daughter if your daughter had boobs. Like, that's kind of, or an ass, or whichever it is. It was super gross, but I like his lunchbox when he opens it. That his food's making out with it.
Yeah,
the 2 items of food are getting it on.
I love that he calls it fraternizing, because that is like such dad lingo for hooking up. Like, that is what dads say when they're talking about fucking.
Yep.
They're fraternizing.
It's because boys and frats, they kiss, right?
It makes more sense than anything I had.
What if we were both boys and we were in frats and we kissed?
Wait, have I not told you about my fucking movie idea? It's called Chad Romance.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm a Hollywood.
Oh, I'm ready. Here we go. Listen.
You're right. Enter my. Come on.
I did a bunch of coke before I got to this fucking pitch scheme, so I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
It's called either Brad Romance or Chad Romance, whichever one you want.
Chad.
And these 2 bros are in this frat, and they are super crushed on each other, and they're always whatever. But of course, it's suppressed, homosexuality, and they have these girlfriends, but they're always ditching the girlfriends to like hook up with each other. And
I'm horny.
the moment that they finally kiss, they whisper into each other's ear, "No homo."
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking for the trailer, it could be like 2 bros chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart, because they are gay. So I'm gonna keep that idea. I want to. Okay, so I had someone in here earlier pitching me an idea about like fucking puppets or something, and maybe we could do these as the same show.
Okay, let's get frat puppets.
It could be Earl Sinclair and Roy. They're in a frat.
Yeah,
together.
that would
Earl and Roy as frat bros that fall in love.
Yeah.
What if we were Earl and Roy and we kissed?
Oh my god.
So, and scene.
Yeah.
So, back to-
So we go.
Yeah.
we're gonna take a break real quick.
I'll be right back.
As lunch while they're taking lunch break at work.
This is Tara. Tara is doing well, very well indeed. That's because not long ago, with just a quick phone call, Tara realized that she could have something better in her life. And what did she get? Why? A big boost of confidence, a little more self-esteem, and a comically large tail that she swings back and forth. Call or go online now to get a sample pack of N-Bite, the once daily tablet for natural tail enhancement. And be sure to check out Sinclarity, A Dinosaur's Tale, wherever you listen to podcasts.
All right, so back to the episode. Break over.
Yep. So
Time in.
during the like really creepy, uncomfortable conversation with Earl and Roy, Roy keeps comparing Charlene to like a tomato.
Yeah, a tomato that's gonna be ripe.
I was gonna
Earl
say that's the
Saxon.
only reason I could think of tomato.
This is I don't know. This is like one of those things where Earl, like Roy's like he's like Charlene. No response. He's like Charlene's tail, and then Earl smacks him. He's like, I thought I was onto something.
He doesn't know why he's punching his coworker for being creepy towards his daughter. He's like, I don't know what came over me. Why? What?
This is like I talked to Brie about this yesterday. This is why they should release therapy for men, like a men's edition.
For real.
Therapy
Men's
for boys.
edition. Yo, you just make it smell like cedar wood and cut grass and shit. Sign them up.
Have a commercial of like Chris Pratt with a beard talking about
Oh
it.
my god.
Sometimes
Oh my
when I'm not
God.
racist, I go to therapy.
Someone like just aggressively grabbing their crotch.
I do love that, like, when he does come to terms with what bothers him, it's that his daughter is growing a tail and he can't handle it. It's not that his friend's being creepy and gross towards his daughter,
he-
but the main thing that's bothering him is just his daughter has a tail. Like,
Yeah.
It literally,
Dude.
it's just not. Men in 1991 were as bad as they are now.
whoa, 30 years didn't change anything? Ew,
Believe it or not. So yeah.
So the next scene starts with the.
Oh my god,
commercial, though.
Dynanetics is my favorite.
I fucking...
Yeah,
Love.
the science of selling books.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was thinking about that because he really did make, like, Dianetics because he was like, I'm a science fiction writer and this is going to sell a lot of books and I'm going to make a lot of money if I'm a cult leader.
Yeah,
And so it's
exactly.
like,
And
okay.
the commercials were like hot shit in the late 80s.
Yeah, and the whole scheme is just like you got to buy this book and then you got to buy that book. So
Literal pyramid
gotta-
scheme. Like,
you got to pay for higher thetan levels.
yeah,
and shit.
Yup.
Like,
it's great.
it's,
So
I'm gonna be the first to say it. I think Scientology might be a cult.
wait, hot take over here. Do you think L. Ron
First to
Hubbard is
say
related
it.
to the Bushes?
yes.
Oh my god, it all makes
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, think about it. Like George H. Bush was a pilot in World War II, and L. Ron
Whoa.
Hubbard wasn't he in the Navy? So
Some shit.
it makes
if he's gay,
makes sense.
that's the gay one, right? The Navy's the gay one.
Yes.
They're all the gay ones. Let's be real.
Everything in the Army is the gayest.
Yes.
I almost, if I didn't care too much about the lives of people in third world countries, I would join the Army just for the gay fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we have a branch of the army that doesn't actually fight people and they just do the gay stuff?
I think that's called the
Wearing
National
like olive
Guard.
and camo and shit.
I
Yeah.
think that's called the National Guard.
Yeah, it's already the National Guard. The National Guard, I feel like, is the most heterosexual branch of the Army, unfortunately.
Yeah, because
Fuck.
you just stay at your own house. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't even get trench
Yo,
coat.
they fraternize over there in the fucking army, dude.
Happy Veterans Day,
You ever see
everybody.
two bros fraternizing. Happy Veterans Day. Nah, we just, I just went to the vet's office, the veterinarians. I'm popular at our vet because I posted a review of our vet where I said that they like I said something about like this place fucks and like it's awesome. and they like all the people who worked there started sharing the review because they thought it was really funny.
I mean, it was really
And
funny.
they're like, I think they're like, this is Chomper's daddy or whatever, so they refer to me
Chomper's
as.
daddy.
Daddy.
That's inappropriate.
I embarrassed my roommate and my other friends. I go to the same vet, but still.
You're a celebrity. You're the poutine guy.
Yeah.
And we'll get shirts that say it.
It's gotta end in a question mark. Yes.
It should be that, but it should be that picture of Robbie, the guy cosplaying Robbie. And it
Oh
says,
my god.
Poutine guy?
Poutine.
That's not poutine. That's my Robbie.
Aw.
So yeah,
But,
while
where are we at? And Antediluvian Broadcasting Company.
yeah, there's a
Is,
DNN special, or no, there's not. Never mind, I'm lying.
No, it's an advertisement for the show.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, what's that show called?
Way
Hold on, I
too
gotta-
complicated.
Way
or
too,
some shit like that.
way too complicated.
Yeah, I was trying to find. I thought I had written. Oh, I did write it down in the notes. Okay, so the show, they're advertising the show. It says, first I'm gonna say Antediluvian Broadcasting Company is a joke because antediluvian means like old fashioned to a ridiculous sense. Like its literal translation is a biblical period between the creation of humans and the Great Flood that Noah like fucking surfed on.
Oh, shred, dude.
Just Noah on the back of a Blastoise.
Yep.
So
Hanging fucking
coming
ten.
this fall on ABC, he's a big city dinosaur detective who leaps through time to adopt 7 interracial children. She's a ghost with 7 interracial ghost
Just
children.
casually a ghost. That doesn't need to be elaborated
Just
on.
casually interracial, casually a ghost. Now they're all moving to the country to become district attorneys. And watch the sparks fly when mother moves in. It's all way too complicated.
I hope that the 14 kids also become district attorneys. Like
I
everybody,
think that's what it's implying.
Yeah, I thought they all were district attorneys.
everybody's
it's
gonna be
all
a district
17
attorney.
total of them are district attorneys. And then, like, of course, like in response to that, Ethel's like, more of the same.
Another one of those 14 kid district attorney shows.
Yeah. So this scene's interrupted by Charlene coming down to check the mail as Earl's bringing it in.
Yep.
And he very clearly has a tail, like he's holding like a wrapped tail.
Yep.
That's the shape of a tail. But she's like, "Did I get anything?" And he's like, "I don't know. Like, let me look through all these bills and shit."
It's from the
Doesn't
junior
automatically look at the package.
Miss
He reads it.
prosthetics company.
Yeah. So there's also he had a gas bill. Dinosaurs are gas, aren't they? Like
Ironic.
fossil
Not
fuels.
yet.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, what did they use for natural gas before fucking the dinosaurs were dead?
well,
They just ate a lot of beans.
They fucking fart into their cars.
Yep.
I would say their ancestors or just like all of the like active volcanoes. I don't know.
Are you getting sciencey
just-
with me? I don't want to hear that.
I think it's all. I think the fact that their fridge is full of animals that help them means it's Flintstonesian. Like it's like I haven't seen Earl's car, but I bet his feet are under it, and we just don't know. He's just walking
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah, we're not there yet with Earl's car.
We're only there to the point where is Earl's weird chair in this episode.
Yeah, it is.
Which I didn't notice until Zach pointed out, but like his chair is just 2 pillars next to each other that he sits on the floor
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah, he's like that Pokemon that has the 2 pillars. I forget what its name is, but
That's after
all
my
you
time.
all
I
you
think.
Pokemon heads will know what I'm talking about.
All you Pokemon.
So Charlene, you can tell, is already a little embarrassed, like when she takes it, because like Earl's questioning, she's like, "Oh, it's a dollhouse," and she just runs upstairs.
Yeah, because she comes down and he's like, "Were you playing with your dolls?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure."
He's like,
Well, yeah,
sure.
okay.
And he chuckles like to himself. He's like, "Tomato."
Yeah, and then so while Charlene goes upstairs, Robbie comes over and Earl talks to the family who loves him, and he asks Robbie what he's doing this weekend, and he's going on a date, and
Gotta get some tail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm fucking saying?
and Earl is just like, "Well, how much do you need?" And like Robbie's like, "Well, another $10 would make this dinner
He
better."
refers to it as sowing
Make her
his
put out.
wild oat.
Yeah. I just want him to know that like she ain't putting out for $10, honey. Like,
Yeah, I got her a bunch of checkers.
I got her a bag of cowtails and like at the corner store and a monster. We're gonna fucking go all the way tonight.
7-Eleven tamales.
To
dude.
be fair, he just wanted a goodnight kiss. He didn't really want to get laid. So
yeah, we know the slang. He was gonna fraternize, and you know it.
Fraternize.
He was gonna be putting up some OnlyFans content.
OnlyFans.
He was going for. But anyway, enough about Robbie fucking.
I mean, they get more into it, but like the fucking double standard of he's like, my daughter can't grow up, but my son, hey, get out there and sow your wild oat, kid.
Yeah, Fran like side eyes him about this, like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah. She gets it.
And he's just like, he has no excuse for it. He's just one of the boys.
Yeah, just let him out there. My parents were totally the same way, though. My little brother could do whatever he wanted. He got away with so much shit.
Yeah, and he was your younger brother, too. And
right? And they're like, yeah, you
I
can
had the
just
same,
be gone for 3 days. We don't need to know where you're going. And I'm like, I'm going out for an hour. Who? Where? What? How?
Yeah, my older sister was more like coddled, and I was just like a free range child.
A free range chicken.
I was a happy chicky nugget just on the town. I just remember being 10 and crossing the bridge into the next city alone and just doing whatever. Like, I just had to be home eventually.
Eventually. So I show up in the next year or so. It's good.
We got reverse grounded a lot. My mom would be like, leave. Like, get out of my house.
Reverse grounded.
She's like, you're not allowed back until bedtime. I was like, all right, peace.
Yeah, so...
But, so Charlene comes back down.
Yeah, Charlene comes down and she has the
suddenly has
the
a tail.
prosthetic tail, and she's like bumping into shit, and Robbie...
And whoa, step bro.
Yeah, and Robbie's just making fun of her, and he's like touching it.
Pulls it off of her.
He just
like,
grabs it. He just
got
goes
something on
for it.
on your butt.
Yeah.
Like, if we're using the boob metaphor that Ben had, just like your brother grabbing your boobs. Like, no.
Yeah. Even like if he knows they're fake, it's still
no.
Yeah.
No,
like,
thank you.
Like if he walked in like packing like a banana in his pants to try to look like he was good to go.
Yeah.
And she just grabbed it.
Just grabbed it.
Like it's not.
Well,
okay.
yeah, that's the thing too. Is like he pulls on the prosthetic one, and then when he realizes that he touches her actual tail, then he gets all grossed out. But like,
yeah, but like that hasn't happened yet.
It's the same context, though. It's the same,
Yeah, it's still
it really
just
is.
as weird.
Purpose.
Yeah, that's.
But Fran says they need to talk to Charlene, so Earl escapes with the baby. And he doesn't actually, his mouth doesn't move when he says that, whatever he says to the baby when they're leaving, but that's just like, he's probably a little bit busy being in a suit and grabbing a baby and running.
Priorities, okay.
Yeah. So he skedaddles out of there, and Fran and Charlene, Fran tries to tell Charlene about there's more important things like your brain, and Charlene's like, that's not what movies and magazines and televisions are saying.
Yeah, Charlene.
And she gets mixed signals from her mom too.
Yeah, but she starts to question the patriarchy.
There was in the trivia episode at the end of it, the Fran is like saying something to Robbie about like, your teachers are saying you're doing much better in school after we went on the trivia show, and like blah blah blah. And then she says to like Charlene like, what I ran into her name at the store, and she said you looked so gorgeous on the TV, like, or whatever.
Even just the double standard there of like complimenting dudes on their brains and just femmes on their looks, like.
Yeah, like that was like her. They're being pigeonholed, like or pterodactyl hold this whole time.
Pterodactyl hold. So
that's what Robbie and that chick are going to do later.
Is this the scene where like the mom's talking about how her tail grew in late? And she's like, I was fine. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
Ethel's like, you tried to jump off the roof.
Yeah.
But she fell through because she weighed 2,800 pounds. And then she landed on Grandpa Louie, causing his pipe to go up his ass.
Yeah, they never
again.
They don't say, but they just hint very heavily at.
Well, Ethel
never walked the same since.
Yeah. So
it's
his pipe somehow went from his mouth all the way into his ass.
What was he doing to himself?
His ass to mouth.
They didn't say that he had his pipe in his mouth or in his hand, so we just can only imagine.
You guys ever butt chug a bowl of weed?
The only way to get truly lit.
Yeah, so
you put it where you. If you don't put it where you sit, you will never get truly lit.
Oh, yes, the ancient saying, the ancient phrase,
the proverb.
But like Charlene makes this like joke about like jumping off the roof and killing herself, and the mom just like sighs, and it's just like, oh, kids.
Yeah,
Just
if
lets her
only
walk
they had
away.
therapy for children.
God.
Therapy children edition.
I'm gonna go jump off the roof.
Yeah, just okay, fine. So it goes to the next morning. Is the baby's being bathed in the sink with his caveman toy, which is cute.
he loves his baby toy.
Yeah, and this is where Charlene comes down with a real tail and like lying across the room and showing it off, and Robbie's like
goes
step
for
bro
it.
grabbing it.
Step
Grosses himself out when he finds out it's real.
The thought that it occurred to him too is like, dude, what?
It's just super weird. Like he needs to go hang out with the chick that you got the $10 for.
Right? Stop obsessing over your sister's part.
Yeah,
dude.
but he's like, him and Earl are like so proud of himself because of the date last night. So
Yeah, he got that good
Yeah,
night
he got-
kiss. He got that. Which in 2020 is eating ass. I think. That's
Good night kiss to the mwah, booty.
yeah, it was like
So,
ass to mouth, like her grandpa.
whenever somebody says ATM machine, since the word machine is already part of ATM, I assume they're talking about an ass to mouth machine,
Yeah.
which was my nickname in high school.
Ah!
Anyway,
Oh God.
so the boys show up to pick up Charlene for school, and I wrote in my notes that the boys show up to pick up Charlene up for work. I don't know why I thought she was going to work.
School is your work.
Well, no,
It's where you go to not be around
I
us.
thought this is when, because this isn't it the weekend, or
Is it a weekend? Where would the boys be picking her up?
because
for,
I
then?
thought because
No, I don't think the boys are actually there, but their doorbell rings, and she's just like, "It's for me, it's the boys." But I don't think we even see who it is.
Oh yeah, we never see the boys, but she gets a ride to school from boys every morning.
Boys are back in town.
I don't know.
yeah, like but
Just-
but when Earl like sees it, like he starts like convulsing, and then
He's not having it.
and then it goes
Yeah,
it goes to
tomato.
the scene where she's trying to like Fran is with her trying to like figure out her center of gravity.
Find her center.
Yeah.
She just keeps hitting the baby with it, flinging him across the room, and he's like, "Again,
the baby
again!"
loves it.
Yeah.
That baby, for one, Brat energy, loves being beat. This baby has
He's a
some issues.
masochist.
Oh my God. Just, yeah. Slams against the wall.
So
Loves it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then Charlene comes to like the dilemma, like she's like, well, should I drag it or swing? And fucking Ethel, or actually Fran says nice girls don't swing.
So Ethel's like, if you want to get a man, you're gonna have to swing
Yeah,
it a
just-
little bit.
But stop when you're married. You can put it away. Your work
bad
here is
advice,
done.
Keep swinging. No, the way she says it, like, or do I let it drag?
Yeah.
Right? Even that, she's trying to make like a whole
But
thing.
even she,
But then she asks her
Yeah.
dad. She's like, "Hey, Dad, what should I do?" Like, I'm never asking my dad for advice on how to be hot. Period. Like,
I've never
not
seen your
happening.
dad, so I don't know. Maybe he'd have good advice, but I don't know. I just think it's like Earl, like when they were at work with Roy earlier. Roy was like telling like the don't drag it, sweetheart, hold it up or whatever. It's like gross. That's so fucking gross. What does it mean? What is it like in
Sometimes my
real life?
boobs just
What
drag
is
on
she
the
doing?
ground and just
I use them to sweep. I just sweep the
that's
floor.
not until you're at least in your like 60s, or 70s.
60s. I think it's double D's are big enough, Tim. They don't need 6Ds.
Ben, do you even know how high bra sizes go? Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I assume that you do know actually.
There's like K. You
But-
can get a K.
yeah,
I
I went
that.
bra
I'm learning
shopping
a lot
with-
right now.
I went bra shopping with my friend Kat, who was on the call a little bit ago. It was funny because she knew what episode we were recording, and like she was driving, so she put the phone in her bra and said, "I'm doing it for the episode. It's about boobs."
Go with the theme.
But I did ask her to be on the episode because like she complains about boobs constantly because she has large boobs. Like that's not her thing. She hates it.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
I did go bra shopping with her, and it was like $200 per bra, and like it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were like K's or some shit like that.
I've heard it's horribly inconvenient for a lot of people too. They're like, I get back pain and shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that she like, and then if you mention wanting reduction, some guys like, but you're mommy milkers, you're honkers.
Or
you're so sexy, don't jump off the roof.
As they said, as Jonah Hill's character in Superbad said, it's like going up and slapping God in the face.
It's like, shut the fuck up.
Oy.
All boobs are great. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah. Let people do what they want with their body also. What the fuck?
yeah, for real. Don't let Robbie come and tell you something.
Yeah. So
but her date's about to show up, and she's like, while she's asking Earl for advice, and he's like not really picking up on he's like, date.
Yeah, he's just so upset that he like mentions just like putting a knife in his head.
Casual, brutal.
This whole family is suicidal,
right?
Yeah, and then so yeah,
Dinosaurs.
we enter.
Ooh, but here's the.
Enter Maurice.
Oh,
He's a joker.
I
He's
swoon.
a smoker. He's a midnight toker. So her boy shows up. Yeah,
Maurice.
Maurice.
And my first question was, how fucking old is Maurice? Like, how old is this guy?
She goes, "You're
I just
taller than
love-
my brother."
Yeah. Fran has to distract Earl, like tricks Earl into thinking they're gonna have the day at the house, and tells him to go order some ribs. And then he leaves the room, and she's like, "Get out of here!" And he's like, "You're a peach, Mrs. S."
He's
Like,
totally hitting on her too, though. He's like, "Oh, looking
Oh,
good,
fully.
like
Well,
daughter,
he saw
like
her tail.
mother."
I really like your peaches. Want to shake your tree?
Oh my god! Yes, more the Joker references.
I bet.
Why so
I
serious?
bet.
Not that Joker. No.
When so
My bad.
are we gonna just like go ahead and assume that like Maurice is like in a frat? Is he in college?
He's in community college.
He's ready to fraternize.
Yeah.
Like, he's definitely hitting on high schoolers. He has
Oh,
that
he's
vibe.
that kind of
Yeah,
creep.
he's
Mhm.
Matthew McConaughey.
He's 19 with a dirt mustache. That's my opinion on
Yeah,
him.
so
I gotta love those high school dinosaurs. I get older and they stay
Oh my
antediluvian.
god!
All right.
All right.
So Earl's like, he comes back in with the rib, like after ordering the ribs. No, he has them already. That was quick. Like he drops them when he realizes what Fran did.
yeah,
to him.
but he's like eating his feelings. Like he's so
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's stress eating the shit out of that.
It switches to like overnight, and he's recounting his betrayal dramatically in the kitchen alone, with all the empty rib.
yeah.
buckets.
Just ranting and eating ribs.
I love it.
He's like, they have the worst ribs. I ate 6 buckets and lost weight.
Bruce's ribs. Yeah, well,
Bruce's
when
ribs. A2 Bruce.
yeah, I love it too when Fran comes in. He's just like, "You, the queen betrayer."
You who uses ribs to lie or whatever.
It's hilarious.
Uses ribs to manipulate others.
Yeah.
Like dramatic
Yes,
shit
that's
like
it.
that.
What a great
And
line.
then he opens the fridge to eat some more, and his food is just sassy as hell.
He's so mad that he woke him up. He sounds like fucking like Mushu in Mulan, like this style of like delivery and this. He's just like, so like there's no like nobody's listed as the voice for him, so I'm sure it's just a random puppeteer on staff
Oh
just
my
doing
God.
a voice real quick. I bet it's Baby actually, because like he does like a lot. What's his name again?
Ken, yeah,
Elmo.
the Elmo
No,
guy.
Elmo.
Kevin.
I don't think it's
Kevin?
Ken something.
The guy
Kevin,
who played
yeah, Kevin
Elmo
Clash.
played that little animal in the fridge.
No, I'm sure he did, because it like I hope so. Otherwise, it's one of the white people on staff making a black guy's
Oh
voice, and that's
Lord,
weird
I
as
hope
shit.
not.
You know who he actually sounds like? Did you ever watch Muppets Tonight? You remember the new Muppet they introduced for that show? The guy with like dreads? Like he's supposed to have, I think
Yeah.
it's the same
Oh, maybe
person. Yeah.
maybe it's him. But he's like telling Earl like he's mad that he like woke him up. He's like, just because you can't sleep, don't mean you can disturb
He
me.
took me
Get
in.
Turn that light off. Tuck me in.
He's
Kiss
like,
me goodnight.
yes, sir. Kiss me good night. Oh, smooch. And don't
Do
be
you think
don't
that
be
they
putting me
ever
in a vegetable
feel
tray,
bad,
or I'll
like-
kick your flabby dino. What?
Do you think they ever feel bad like eating food that talks to them? Like
Just Robbie. Robbie's the only one who
I
like,
haven't
cares.
seen that episode, so I wouldn't know. But I mean, I get freaked out. Like I'm trying to eat something and it's like,
Well, he's
trying to backtalk me.
a herbo, so
This I think this has come up before. There's like in Hitchhiker's Guide TV series in the books, like there's a restaurant, there's like a pig that's talking to him like,
yes.
some of
No,
my
it was
rump.
a cow.
Yeah.
And it was like, well,
It was
would
a
you
cow.
rather? But the cow wants him to eat it. He's like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're
no.
like it's disturbing that you want to eat something that doesn't want to be eaten. Like,
Right? He's like,
he's
would you
just like,
rather
I
me
guess.
be opposed like to you eating me? I was like, shit.
Yeah, that's a good moment, and I feel very much like that is reflected in the Dinosaurs universe because the food all accepts that it's food.
Right?
That's
It's
just a
not
big
like
thing.
having a huge problem with it. It's like,
yeah.
This is
I'm chilling.
people
I'm
definitely
making the
write
most of
that
it.
way. People write that way to make themselves feel better instead of going vegan. I think that's probably
that's what
it
most
is.
people do when they're in
Oh my
denial.
God. I love
As
the
Tim
Hitchhiker's Guide
called me-
reference.
As Tim would say off the air, he calls us blood mouths. We were talking about washing dishes, and I said I like washing dishes at my friends' houses because nobody washes their own dishes. And I want to be helpful, and Tim's like, I won't wash other people's dishes. Bunch of blood mouths.
Damn. You're not brushing their
loved it.
teeth, okay? You're just
I
bringing
don't
out a
want to
plate.
scrub the eggs off the
He's
pan.
just like crime scene.
It's gross.
The crime scene.
Speaking of
yeah,
dead
so-
things, though, I love when
Our
when
relationship.
I love when he has the Scrabble board open and it just says ditch daughter dead.
Yup.
Oh
He's
yeah,
like, I'm fine.
I
I'm not
wondered why
mad.
you said that in the group chat. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then I forgot about that entirely.
What? That stuck in my mind.
I didn't rewatch the episode like right before doing. Since we already recorded it once, I have notes, and I was like,
Don't you know about the triple?
So you've already memorized them anyway.
Don't you know about the triple D's? Ben?
Ditch daughter dead. That's hot.
Can that be a T-shirt?
Oh
Could that be
my
our first like
God.
official T-shirt? It's Ditch Daughter Dead.
out of
I googled it when you sent it to me, and it was only
Yeah, I
bad
was
news
gonna
stories.
say. Out of context, that's really awful.
It was all bad, all bad.
Yeah. So,
I'm a ditch. I'm a daughter. I'm a bread. I'm a joker. I'm a midnight smoker.
Stop.
I'm a teenage,
I'm a space cowboy.
or as Earl puts it, a teenage female thing.
Okay, I was gonna
Teenage
say he's
dirtbag.
acting like a fucking woman is like another species the whole
I'm just a
time.
teenage female thing.
Yeah, and he just kind of like comes to terms with her growing up, and he's getting really sentimental. But then I love it because Charlene comes in finally, and he's just like, "Where the hell have you been?"
She's like obviously
sure.
upset, and the dad is just so oblivious to like any cues.
all he cares about is that he doesn't have a lap anymore, so his kids can't sit on his lap. And her big ass tail's gonna get in the way
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh my god.
So like he's like, where the hell have you been? And then like she's clearly hinting that she was ditched and it was not like fun for her. And he's like, this probably gives him a little bit of joy because he knows that she didn't fraternize or anything or get a good night kiss or sow her wild oats. But Maurice ditched her for a girl with a bigger tail, which imagine this guy, you're just out on a date with a guy and he's just like, oh, look at this.
Just walks
Mommy
away from you.
milkers.
Yeah, you're at the movies, and he's like, "I'm actually gonna sit over here."
What, that's never happened to you?
Have you seen her chest? I'm moving over. Like, how fucked up.
Yeah. So,
But so he probably ran into Fran, honestly.
Oh my god.
well, no, because
She was out.
Fran is home.
The grandma's out. Has anyone seen the grandma since she left?
It is grandma.
Listen.
Fran ran
Grandma.
back home.
She came out of her closet where she sleeps, and
Oh my god, the next episode we're recording tomorrow, Grandma does go on a date. So I'm excited.
With Maurice.
She ditches her babysitting duties to go on a date.
yeah. So Charlene was upset, and
It's with Maurice.
Earl is just like trying to console her, but he also tries.
Because Fran makes him do
Yeah,
it.
he just tries to pass it off on Fran, and Fran's just like, "Good night," and she just leaves them two together.
Dips.
Yeah.
Bye.
So like probably this would be like not a good idea because he's a man and his opinions are terrible. Like, for one, his whole, like, he tells her thing, like, the guys who just suddenly are into you because you have a tail now, you think those would be good guys. She's like, why not? Like, literally, why not? Why would she not think that? That's what everyone's telling her.
Yeah, no, especially her dad. Her dad is especially, like, when he's staring at the fucking Sports Illustrated and being like, "Ugh."
Yeah. The man who uses
You
Roy to
are
manipulate her.
leaning in. Yeah, you're leaning into that fucking ideal.
Yeah, but she's just saying that, like, nature gave her a tail, so nature's always right. So, and he's like, nature, the same thing that gave us volcanoes, earthquakes, and human beings.
Nature
So
doesn't know what
just-
they're doing at all.
This show shits on humans
Yeah.
all the time.
And if we
It's
learned
pretty
anything
great.
from a future episode, it's that.
Yes, this recording. The continuity here is funny because the episode that Tim is about to reference has not come out yet.
Humans are a mistake. Well, to Ethel at least.
Yeah. Yeah, there's two major mistakes from nature. It's humans and Earl.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But, like, he's, saying nature, the thing that turned you overnight from my little girl to some female walking home alone thing, at night thing.
He loves
is
the
like,
whole
that's how-
alienating woman
that's-
as another species or something.
Yeah, he's the reason that there's ditch daughter
Yeah,
deads in the
ditch
world.
daughter deads.
If anyone should, if you're worried about her walking home at night, you should be worried about what you're fucking gonna do to her. Damn.
Yeah, like he's
Yeah,
worried about it, but then he's
like-
just like, "Well, I'm gonna get a machine gun." So, like,
He's pulling a
'cause-
dad in a country
Yeah,
song.
exactly.
He's like,
Yeah, he's gonna be cleaning his gun when the Maurice comes by.
my daddy's
yeah,
gonna
so-
show you how sorry you'll
oh
be.
god.
I hope he's saying that he's gonna like buy her a gun because like he's saying that you need something to protect you, and she's like a father. He's like, I was thinking a machine gun, but a father will do in a pinch. And then Fran comes in to like steal baby's line, and like Earl's like, how'd I do? And she's like, not the mama, but will do in a pinch.
Yeah, she's going around
So-
stealing the baby's catchphrase. It's just
Again,
Who do you think
just-
taught
that's
the
her-
baby,
that's her
not the
later.
mama?
that's what she says after. That's what she says after sex with Earl. Again.
Oh my god!
That's what I said. That was my joke just now. I said later on she's gonna be like, again.
Because I mean,
Where do you think the baby learns it?
oh yeah. Well, the baby
Jesus.
has his own. I was gonna say they sleep in the same room, but no, baby has his own room.
I'm gonna do a PSA that's like, please don't have sex with Earl. Like, you deserve better.
Again.
Don't become a female fucking Earl at night thing.
Oh god!
What was it? It's like every
But-
Tuesday night, or I think there's maybe we're not there yet, but there's
I don't think we are.
there's
What's
definitely a
happening Tuesday
joke
night?
about like either Tuesday or Wednesday night is their night, or maybe I'm thinking of The Simpsons. I don't know.
I was like, or you're thinking of fucking like Flight of the Conchords business time. You know how I know it's business time? Because it's Wednesday. Nothing's on TV.
Damn! Imagine Flight of the Conchords writing for dinosaurs.
See, they can't fuck on Wednesdays because that's when that show comes on ABC that they were talking about earlier. Wednesdays at 8.
No, too
Well,
complicated.
they can just do it after.
It gets them worked up.
They could do it
Yeah,
during.
gets them
Way
all
too
worked up.
complicated. They're like, it's just like our relationship. Fuck.
We watch this while we fuck. This is
Earl
our
Earl has
show.
to pretend she's a ghost to get it up,
I was gonna say he's into those ghost women,
especially district attorneys.
A female
He's
ghost
like-
thing.
You think she's dead sexy? Yeah. Drop dead gorgeous.
Ooh, I think
A haunting beauty.
So yeah, that's basically the episode. Earl really didn't learn anything again.
They have wait, hold on. They have a very spirited sex life. Okay, that's the end of the episode. And
God damn it.
so,
Spirited
any
sex
final
stop.
thoughts? Final thoughts from Fine Thoughts. That's our final thoughts segment's name.
This episode is wild as hell, but it's
very uncomfortable for a children's show.
Yeah.
It's not It's not technically a children's show. Woody kept saying that too. I think it's a family show. It's a Family Guy. We're lucky there's a Family Guy.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, I guess it's not really for kids, but I mean,
not specifically. It's like Simpsons. It's like everyone's supposed to be able to not
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Not
But Simpsons is enjoyable. I like dinosaurs. It's just I don't like men. And like,
but it's a fun
Like,
way
it's
to
amazing.
laugh at men.
yeah, this episode was written by a woman, so like sexism's over. Like,
Yeah, Charlene is now a hashtag girl boss with a crazy tail.
hashtag girl boss. She would have a book called Bossy No Pants because they don't wear pants.
They
in the show.
don't.
So yeah, basically that Earl learned nothing, and that's it. Like,
Yeah, Earl learns
Basically,
nothing
he got
about
what he wanted, which is that, his daughter is still dependent on him, and the end.
exactly.
Yeah, like this whole show, it's consistently about Earl's like mad something isn't about him, then it becomes about him.
Yes,
Like, that's
what the hell? There's no character
the whole
development.
It should just be called World Meets Earl. Like it's just the show about it. My name is Earl.
My name is Earl.
Speaking of Scientologists, although we found out Jason Lee is no longer a Scientologist, but Ethan Suplee, his brother in the show, is now a Scientologist.
Yeah,
so they
and he's
switched
jacked.
Maybe it's a one in, one out thing. He had to like trick him into the door and then run
Trade
away.
his soul.
It's like when you join a band and then you get your friend to join and then you quit and they're stuck in the band. It's just
Bye.
I imagine this like, but it's like Indiana Jones changing the putting a different thing on the
Switch
trap.
out real
But it's
quick.
you putting somebody in a band and leaving, and you're running away as the big ball of no success rolls at you.
all it says is regional pop punk band on the ball when it comes
Semi-regional.
yeah. But yeah, that was the episode.
That was Charlene's tale. It was an
Yeah.
episode.
What
That's
a
for sure.
tale.
It existed.
I hope
It was a tale.
I hope
yeah.
you enjoyed it, Bree, watching it again and recording and
My first exposure.
talking about it again.
And my second exposure. Both the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
episode.
Is there anything that you would like to plug or anything like that, Bree?
Well, last time we did this, my Cooper album wasn't out, but it's out now on Spotify and Apple Music, and
Oh, it's
we're
on
Cooper.
Spotify?
It's
Damn.
called fucking, what is it called? Goodbye Forever, whatever.
You're like,
And-
what's my album called?
I don't know. Can't keep up with
Yeah.
this shit.
So check out
yeah.
out Cooper. Does the
Yeah.
band have Twitter or anything, or just like Facebook? Or
We have an Instagram that I try to keep up with, but it's like Hey Coop spelled with zeros instead of O's.
Yeah, it's H0Y0001. No, I think it's in the most obvious places when you look it up.
type.
Probably.
Yeah, Cooper's great. I've seen Solo Cooper on tour before, and it was a great show.
Sort of New Orleans.
Bree threw in the line "Where's my jewel" in the middle of the
Oh,
song,
yeah.
which is great. Where's my jewel?
Where's my
After
dog?
only like
I forgot about that.
it was like right after you were showed the video, like for the first time. You're like, "Yep, that's going."
This is my bit now.
It was that good.
So yeah. Thanks.
And then you can find Bree whenever Gutless plays
That-
Fest.
Yeah. I'll
That's-
show up. I'll be wearing something glittery. I'll throw glitter at you.
Tim, I told Bree about Max ignoring that email about Fest
Oh,
Live.
don't worry.
thing.
I will get on Max. ass.
Yeah,
I will confront him to his face.
it was a big bummer, but it's whatever.
Yeah. I told Bree I didn't know if I was licensed to whine about it on your behalf, but I was like, I heard from Tim and V both about this.
Yeah, it's a
He-
bummer.
Yeah.
But oh well. What you gonna do,
But-
brother?
I'll fight him.
Oh,
don't
well.
worry.
So yeah,
Listen,
Hopefully
the other
we
night
get the-
I was drunk and I knock ditched him, and he was very pissed. So I'll consider that revenge for y'all. You're welcome. He was so
hilarious.
mad.
That's so good. Yeah, we gotta get Max on the podcast at some point. That'll be fun.
He was talking about how he liked it. He
Yeah.
liked it, so.
That's
Yeah.
that's cool. I like that. I couldn't get a read on whether he liked me or not in person because
He's
he's just
just very
always seemed like
stone
kinda-
faced. Yeah, he's very.
Yeah.
mhm.
I've like felt like I was just in the way sometimes. I was like, I could get a read that was just
That's
his
just his
read.
face.
Like I was like, I think it's
Mhm.
fine. Tim talks about on like Gutless Tour, it's pretty much V's like the social one out
Yeah.
of everyone anyway,
it's
and handles
very
all of
that's
that.
very true. Me,
And then like Max and Andrew just go off somewhere.
yeah, I'm the anxious one who has to deal with. I have to deal with like the actual problems while everyone else just kind of
Okay, yeah.
that's
Behind
me
the
in a
scenes,
band.
like the pulling all the strings.
yeah, making sure we get
Yeah,
everywhere we need to be.
I'm always band daddy.
Yeah. But yeah, so thanks,
I'm the tour
thanks
mom.
Bree for hanging out with us. Ben, what is the next episode?
Who even knows? I do. Let me see.
You better.
Yeah, you can join us next week where we're going to be doing the episode. I'm looking at it as if we didn't already record. We already recorded the next episode, which is funny. But you can join us next week. It will be, I think, me, Tim, and Zach next week. Zach George, our producer, should be our guest host for Endangered Species.
Oh yeah, the Graptolites. Yeah.
Yeah, with the Graptolites, which is where Zach gets his nickname, Zach Delights, which we already used his nickname on the Simpsons bonus episode without any, like... He, like, chimed in when he was in... He's like, my name's not going to make any sense. I was like, so here's fuckface. But, yeah, so that's going to be our first recorded appearance of Zach, but he did come in and we did a bonus episode, like, the day before Halloween and, like, real fast. During a hurricane when I had no power. I'm going to mention that multiple times.
You
I
have
recorded by
priorities.
candlelight.
Listen.
I recorded by candlelight with a charged laptop and on my phone with barely any service.
Yeah.
It was great.
So yeah, check
It was
out
fun, though.
check out those check out those
Cooper.
bonus episodes we have. We have a few in the feed. They're not exactly canon, but they're pretty fun.
They're Sinclarity canon. We've developed characters from them. Like George the cat
George
is now a character.
Good.
And
These are all going to come up in the reboot when y'all pitch it, for real. They will be real.
yeah.
What I love about we found out that our producer Zach, his son's name is Oliver George, and that's Tim's cat's names put together. Oliver and George.
Yep.
I think it's so funny.
Wild.
And his name is like Oliver, like I think Matthew, maybe George.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's specifically because OMG was the joke.
That's really
when he named him.
cute. He's going to get a lot of shit in fucking middle school or
Oh,
whatever.
hopefully they don't know.
When I stand in a mirror, my emo tattoo looks like it says OMG. So I think it's funny.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, next week we're gonna be doing the Endangered Species episode, which is a little bit less sexy, but whatever. And then, a little bit less sexy than a 12-year-old being objectified by Roy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. So yeah, and we thank you to Scott 2 Network for doing our awesome theme song.
Hell
I listened to it like raw dog in the car the other day, not even on Clarity. Just
Thank you for phrasing it like that.
like how Tim straight edge showed raw dog's reality. Like yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, so it's a great song. Thanks Jer. And then also thanks to our friend Amy for doing our logo, drawing the cute portraits of me and Tim. I think I'm gonna text her about doing one of Zach in the future too.
Should.
And maybe we can like have like a logo that we'll use whenever Zach's in the episode since he's the producer. I feel like I gotta.
Yeah.
It was only $20, so I could just like. I say that as if I have a job. It was only $20. I don't have $20.
But yeah, also, again, thanks to Zach George, and also remember to like and share and to comment and
Smash that
smash
like
that
button.
like button.
Yes, smash that motherfucking
You can
like
find
button.
us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook.
You can find me in the club with a bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you're into making love.
And if you wanna keep your money from your taxes, that's relevant.
You can, yeah. All my exes live in Texas, so you can find us. You can find us at riotearl.tumblr.com.
No, that's not
No.
real.
Riot ERRL
That's
is
real?
real.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what's
That's
your
my
MySpace?
Tumblr
Just
account.
follow us on Twitter at a dinosaurs tale.
Yeah, go to dinosaurs.gay. That will take you to all of our websites, all of the ways you
Incredible.
can listen to the podcast, or you go to
That
dinosaurspodcast.com.
too, yeah. But
Yeah, we're all over the
Yeah.
fucking web, bro. We're all over that web. We're on that web like a
so
spider.
yeah, I guess that's it. So goodbye, everybody.
That's our whole gimmick. It's all done. Bye.
Some people call me a nice cowboy. Yeah. Some call me somebody they love. Nobody really calls me Maurice, 'cause I never hit on Charlene's mom. People talk about this baby, say he's doing not the mama all wrong. But don't you worry, baby, don't worry, 'cause you can hit girls' head with a frying pan at home. Those stickers, I'm a grinner, and I love my chicken dinner. I play my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a joker, I'm a really fine joker. I do my joking on the run.